Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50-50. Click. Army.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
57, Mike 57. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Hey, check 24.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 50. Mike 50.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, check Mike 57. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Cody Latimer, his first touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs. Come on. Come back.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Set the tone, defense. Wait. Check. Check. Mike 50. Go.
Jameis to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. B.J. Hill. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Third and long for Winston. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he got that one all wrong. That goes almost directly out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted inside the 25-yard line.
On the double. H3, 218. Chopper. Everyone got 4 down. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Check 52. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On second down, a run with Breida. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight on. Jim. Ready, go.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for a Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 out block. Boot, watch the boot. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hayward. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Winston. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Green, come with me.
From the 36, Winston. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready, black 22. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch the safety creep. Switch, switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got it.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. In your face. Flip, flip, flip. Watch the twist. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Silver.
From the gun, Winston. This is the tight end, Njoku. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
52's the mic. Hey, D-line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Davis. Alpha. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Ready. Let's go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
The first down throw for Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Winston, this is intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It was such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Winston rolling to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On third down, Winston. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Here we go. Set. 90. Walk. Smoke. 37. Check
37. Second and 15. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw, Winston. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Let's go.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run again with Breida. Big hold to the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 66. Bullet high.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. All day, baby, all day. Check 3, check 3. Recon, 132 fight. Buzz.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 57's Mike. Mike 57. Tighten up, tighten up. Go!
Looking to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
57's the mic. Rock 57. We got it. 57.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Red. 18 Gator. Orbit. You don't want none. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50.
2nd and 3. His throw caught right around the 6. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Take 4, take 4. Topper, topper. Yep, get him, you got it. Got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Demir Bird. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
To throw is Winston. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it?
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's get it.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man. Hey, watch edge. Switch. What happened?
They run with Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. And watch this. Go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Winston. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's your time, baby. We do this. First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Oh, you got deep? Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Drop deep, ready, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw caught here by Bird. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Desmond King making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
52's the mic. Watch out. Come on. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I got it.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the home team here, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asked my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Yeah. Life challenging, but I put the shade with you. Early I'm up, yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright, yeah. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made.